What's up, guys? It's the next day. We have to finish pulling the wiring harness out of the RSX today. But first, you know the deal. Saturday, we are at my spot, the Notch. Always here every Saturday, you know the vibes. But we're going to get back to the car in a minute. Might go see my grandpa first. He wasn't able to make it to breakfast today, but let's see what the day has for us. All right, so we just got to my grandpa's house. Let's see what he's up to. What are you doing in here? What is this?
Fuse box.
You printed out a giant picture of the fuse box?
I couldn't read it.
Don't you have glasses for that?
Oh, no, but it's so tiny.
Oh. So what is all this stuff?
This is a list of circuits protected. And these are the engine office. Stays on.
So you just want me to pull out the fuse for a few minutes?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Then we'll put it back in and see if we can still get to the same error.
All right.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I don't know.
I haven't taken a fuse like that out.
These back here. These look like 60s back here.
No, those are just spares.
Oh, those are just spares.
It doesn't say 60 on it.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think?
I don't know. What are all these here?
I'm not sure. It's not 60 though.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so if you guys watched the last video, you saw that my grandpa was messing with this like head unit battery draw thing. So that's what I'm helping him with today. He's got this giant diagram that he printed out and like taped together because he couldn't see the numbers are too small. But right here is a 10 amp for the head unit, and then back in here, let me show you, there's a, oh, there it goes. This, I don't know what this is. I was trying to take this one out. I took the bolt off, but I don't know like what kind of, it looks like just like a fuse block, but I don't know what that is. I couldn't get it to come out. I didn't want to break it. So I took that out and I got like half of it to come up, but the other half like wouldn't come up. So I didn't want to break it. It's, I don't know. He said he's brought this car to the dealership like 4 times, and none of the people there have been able to figure out like why the battery keeps drawing on him. And he's gone to like 2 different Genesis dealerships and nobody can figure it out. So here I am trying to figure out why his thing is getting drawn. He thinks it's the head unit for some reason, so that's the 10 amp for the head unit. He's got all this stuff printed out over here, like navigation head unit, that's the one I just pulled. And then up here, IGPM, fuse brake switch, leak current auto cut device. That's the big thing I was trying to pull out, and it's over here, multimedia memory. So that's what he's got me trying to pull apart.
U-Haul's out there making all that noise.
U-Haul?
Yeah.
Why, somebody's moving in?
Well, it looks like they're picking up a couple of containers. Well, back up camera seat, I think.
All right, try turning it off again. Hit confirm. Oh, you're still getting it on top, yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah, you're still getting the message. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
See, I think the clock was up there.
Yeah, I can reset your clock.
How do you put it back?
In the settings, you gotta put the time back in because you pulled the fuse and you reset it. I'll fix it. I can't find anything wrong with it. I don't know.
Everything's fine.
I think it's just because when you have the GPS on, when you turn the car off, it doesn't like that. Yeah. It's just telling you that you can't use the GPS unless the car is running. I think that's it.
So we should switch it to radio and then turn it on?
I don't think it matters. I think it's just like a warning.
Yeah. I've noticed I haven't had to charge it in the last 3 weeks.
Maybe you just weren't driving the car enough. That might have been it.
You know, if you just drive around town here, it causes havoc with the battery. Doesn't get a chance to recharge the battery.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you just got to drive it a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it.
All right, so you all set now?
Yep.
All righty. You need me to get the door for you?
Yeah.
All right, I just finished helping my grandpa with his car. I got the most done that I could with that. I'm not really sure what he's looking for, to be honest with you, but now we're gonna head back to my house. But first I gotta get gas because, dude, oh my God, no gas, 6 miles. So let's hope we make it to the gas station. What's up, guys? We're back at my house. So I'm going to show you where we left off with the Type S yesterday. This is what I've gotten out so far. I've gotten the harness to where it just needs to be snaked underneath the turbo. But my problem is there is like no room in here at all. I'm trying to squeeze it underneath through here. And as you can see, there's just no room in here at all. So I think I'm going to take the wheel off so that way I can like see in underneath the downpipe and see like what's holding this on. So let's do that first. All right, so I got the wheel off and this is what we're looking at in here. You see that harness right there? Right next to the green thing? It runs all the way down and around. As you can see here, it runs pretty far down. That's it right there. Runs underneath the wastegate and around. So that is what we're trying to get out. There's not really any room in here, so I might have to crawl underneath the car, which I didn't want to do. But we're already like too deep into this now. The car's not going to run. I'd have to like push it outside. But so I'm going to try and jack the car up higher, crawl underneath there and see what I can do. What's up, guys? We are under the car. I just had a drop of oil drip onto my chin, so that's lovely. But we are under the car right now, and the harness is right there. Let me move this. So that's the harness. The green thing, you see it? That's the harness. It is zip tied with the fuel line. So I got to cut the zip ties, but this sucks. There's no room underneath here. I wish I had a lift and I got oil on my face. But let's see if I can get this thing out of here, because I don't know. I really might have to take the bumper off and jack the whole front of the car like way up in the air. But let's see if I can just pull this out without having to do all that. All right, so instead of trying to pull the entire harness back through underneath the turbo, I think I'm just going to unplug it from the ECU and try and go out that way rather than pulling all these connectors through this tiny gap in here. So I think I'm just going to pull everything out that way. That if I can't do it, I got to pull the turbo because there's just really no room. It's such a tiny space and the harness runs through that hole back there. So I'm going to try and pull everything out. Before I started doing this, I should have realized that I might need more space, but I can't really get more space anyways, even if I was to move the car. So right now we're going to try and get underneath the dash to pull the harness from the ECU, but there's like really no room here. I'd rather not smack my door on the concrete. So for now, we're going to put that little foam thing on my door. It won't damage anything. In case it does go like this, the foam will protect it if I'm not pressing that hard. All right, so we got to take these little clips off of here, and then we can move forwards with the ECU. So, what's up? We're back. This has turned into a giant pain in the ass. There is so many wires underneath here, and all the connectors do not want to come unplugged. And I'm very uncomfortable here. I'll show you. I've been trying to get this stupid plug to come out for like 20 minutes now, and it will not come apart, dude. And there's so many wires underneath here. Like, look, I don't know why that is twisted together like that off of that. I don't even know what half of this stuff does. So I've been trying to get this stupid plug disconnected for at least 20 minutes, and it's just I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. All right, so we finally got everything disconnected. I had to disconnect one of these little blue wires. I think that's from my electric steering rack. If I'm pretty sure that's what it's for, but I don't exactly remember. So we got everything disconnected, and I broke half the damn clips taking it out. That was such a pain in the ass, but it's finally all disconnected. So now we're gonna go over here, and hopefully this works, because I really don't want to do this anymore. You gotta take the harness out through that port right there. So I might take my catch can out just so it's not in the way, but I gotta take it out through here, and hopefully this works. Finally, after much fighting, the harness is now fully out of the firewall. I just gotta get it out of the engine bay. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is the harness. This is what connects to the ECU, these three right here. I had to pull it through that hole right there, and it was just getting stuck the entire way, and I didn't want to break anything. I didn't want to rip any of the wires out, so it was just very difficult to get out. But finally it is out. So now the next challenge is getting this to snake underneath all of this crap here. So let's see if I can get it out. You guys are never gonna believe this, but we finally did it, dude. This thing, oh my God. I can't even tell you how frustrating that was trying to get this out of the car. Like, oh my God. It took so long, dude. It's like 2 o'clock. I started this at like 11. It's ridiculous, but it is finally out. That took way, way too long. My hands are destroyed after trying to get that out of there, but she's finally out, and that just took forever. It was such a pain. It kept getting stuck underneath like the turbo where I said like the wastegate was. Kept getting stuck. I had to like really yank on the thing in order to get it to come out because it was just getting stuck on everything. But we finally got her out. So as you can see, there's no harness in the car now. That is the old harness. It's just an absolute nightmare to get out. Right there, you can see all the like shavings of where all the stuff is? That's like from me trying to squeeze the wire like right through there. That little gap, I had to pull the entire harness through that gap, dude, because that was the only way I could do it without taking the whole turbo off. And that was just an absolute nightmare. So now we've got everything opened up in here, ready for a new harness. The new harness runs right through here and over. So I don't have to deal with going anywhere near the turbo, thank God, because, dude, that was an absolute nightmare. Now that the harness is out, I just got to figure out what the Adam Lane spliced into for my electric steering. But other than that, the new harness should be able to just drop right in. Hopefully, there aren't any surprises and it goes pretty smooth. But that was not a fun experience. So if you guys are looking to pull your harness and you have a turbo and it's ran like the OEM way, good luck, because that is not a fun time. So, but we got it done. The next video is gonna hopefully be me either installing the new harness, or we might have some more content with young Wasabi, because I think I'm gonna be hanging out with him tomorrow. But that's it for today, guys. Harness is out finally. Let me clean up a little bit and then see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was something a little different. I've been trying to get more hours wrenching on the car rather than just doing like random activities. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.
Your heart